today we have a wonderful show for you today. We have our special celebrity guest, my brother, Mr. Karon Joseph Riley, former NFL player, as well as an actor and an activist. So we're going to get this show on the road, get it started. We're showing you a positive light on celebrities, allowing them to come in, be themselves, giving entrepreneurs a leg up, by having the celebrities come in and talk about their journey. So digging in deeper to your journey, Karon, to see what you have going on, to see what's next for your career, and just mostly have fun. Of course, that's what we do. So as you know, we're still on our quarantine and chill edition of our show of the Rough Cut. So Karon, how are you doing today with this this quarantine and chill, this time period with this epidemic?
Well, for us, we just really been just drinking a lot, playing a lot of chess, trampolining, as I mentioned before. Really, we've been, it's been a time that we've kind of really embraced and kind of taken it upon ourselves to just really do some improvement, within ourselves collectively as a unit and individually. My wife, my kids, everybody is kind of been doing good at finding some time to get to themselves and just really spend some time with themselves. And then, of course, we've been together. My wife and I got a great chess series going, and my son is beating both of us, so we just keep playing each other because we got a chance to win and we play each other.
Right.
My daughter's got me on the trampoline. I can backflip on the trampoline now, so I'm evolving. I'm improved. I'm getting better. I don't know about everybody else in the quarantine, but I got a backflip in my repertoire now.
Right. And you have a pretty impressive career, of course, but we're going to start off by talking about being an NFL player. Your career started in 2001. So what was it like being drafted?
Being drafted was, again, it was for me, it was confirmation. For me, when things come full circle, when I have a goal or I have a dream and it happens, I'm not one of those people that get super excited and want to pop bottles and all that. It's just, for me, it's just confirmation. It's like, okay, I did that. What's next?
Right.
When I got drafted, it was an emotional moment. I didn't go as high as I thought I should have went. So it was that part that was in there as well. Like, I had a little bit of disappointment involved with the celebratory phase of it. But it was a goal that was accomplished, and that's not to be taken lightly. And it put me where I needed to be in the universal term. So I just rode the wave, and here we are.
Do you miss football? Do you miss the fans, or you just miss being on the field?
Absolutely not. I do not miss football. I miss the locker room. I miss the camaraderie in the locker room.
Right.
Guys, you get to hang around a bunch of alpha males, and everybody's the best at what they do, and it's just a real good fun rivalry to be around a lot of like-minded men in that aspect of it. It's just like a big giant clubhouse. Definitely miss the checks, but I've been busting my butt the last 12 years as an actor trying to get back to those checks, which they're coming even faster and sooner as I keep moving. Right. I'll be back to those kind of checks sooner than later. So for me, it's just really the camaraderie I miss. I don't even watch football anymore.
So I guess this football, you watch basketball though, right? Or don't you watch basketball?
I watch basketball. Yeah, basketball was my first love. To this day, it's still one of my regrets that I probably should have just stuck to playing basketball and not did football at all.
Okay, you back. Good. All right. So sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. Yeah. Sorry for the technical difficulties, loves. That's what happens when we're doing this quarantine and chill thing from home. But from the field to the screen, NFL player turned actor. How did acting come about?
Well, I wanted to be an actor since when I was in first grade. I played Puss in a play. I had one line, and it was not I said the cat. Okay. And my mother and my grandma, everybody was in the front row of the play, and they screamed, and I was like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do forever if I can. And shortly thereafter, as I was really good athletically, and that's where they pushed me towards my formative years playing sports, which I'm thankful for that. In Detroit, we didn't have we didn't have a big drama place to do things. And of course, like I said, it wasn't something I was seeking out as an early, that, you know, as a kid like that. Like I said, when you were a kid, your parents kind of put you on your path and you kind of go with that. So sports was my thing. And I always looked at sports as performing. So for me, it was all a stage, and it was all getting me ready for the next, you know, the next chapter, which I always knew would be acting.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, that's good. Puss in Boots. I don't remember that in high school for my plays. We did a whole bunch of them, but well, that one wasn't one that we did. What character did you play in Puss in Boots?
I was Puss. I was Puss. I had my name
Oh,
was Puss
you had major role.
Yeah, I was the guy. I was the main guy.
Okay,
I've always leaned towards being the main guy.
Right. See there? It just manifests your destiny. That's what happened. So in OWN Networks, Ambitions,
Right.
and TV One Saints and Sinners, working with some heavy hitters, how was it in like working with those veterans, like working with the actors and the actresses that you work with, you come into terms with?
Working with everybody on Saints and Ambitions last year was it was really cool. Like anytime you get to work with strong actors, every actor I work with I learn something from. And I add to my craft, and it always helps. You know, Brian White was great as a lead on there with, you know, Robin Givens and
Right.
who else? Erica Page, Essence Atkins, you know, the whole team, and Essence, you know, Kenny, I always think Kendrick Cross, you know, they were the main guys with what was my girl? Everybody name? Jesus. Yeah, like I said, it was a dynamic cast. The production was awesome. Will Packer and them put a hell of a production together. They treated everybody like they were first-class citizens at all times. It was a first-class production. And like I said, it was just a great time to be going to work every day. We got to work on Tyler's new studio lot, which was awesome.
I bet.
It's really inspiring to go there every day. Yeah, It was really inspiring to be on that lot every day, going to the Black Man, all that. And then I went from that and went right into Saints and Sinners with Bounce and Swirl and Keith and Eric and those guys over there. They've always supported my career. And again, I got to work again with Clifton Powell and Vanessa Bell Calloway and Demetria McKeon.
That
list goes on and on. My career up to this with just the talent I've been able to play on screen with and just be around. So I that just lets me know I'm
doing everything right. And you're on the right
trying
path.
to.
You are. And it's only going to get better from here. Only goes up. So stage plays as well. You've been into some stage plays. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer film or do you prefer stage plays?
I love all of it, man. I honestly, one of my goals is to do Broadway one day. I want to cross off all of it. I want to get everything. I want to see what that feels like to be on a slanted stage in New York and you know, in a small packed house on Broadway and do my thing there. I love stage. I love what stage does for your instrument. That's why I did it. Like I did a play last year, and I played an exotic dancer, and I did that strictly to stretch myself as an actor. It was something I'd never do in real life.
Right.
So I thought, and then I did it, and I was like, wow, wait a minute, this might be something to do in off season when I ain't getting work. They were telling me the kind of money that male strippers was making, and I was like,
that part. Especially as quarantine.
That part. Right. Be a quarantine on Zoom, a male stripper on Zoom. Might have to think about that.
Terry would kill.
But really, I love. I don't know if the check is right. Terry might be on board with it. But really, each platform presents challenges, and each platform does something for you. For me, I love film. Like one of my dreams, my dream is to be a major film star show that I go and do a couple big movies a year, a couple independent movies a year, have my TV show going, and then do a play every year or two, where I can just go flex and just really work on those muscles. That would be the ideal career for me. I've kind of worked that into it. I just got to get those big blockbuster movies next, and my own TV shows and that type of thing.
Well, they're coming. We here at the Rough Cut believe in you, Karon. And also, how do you stay prepared when it,
thank you for believing in me,
comes to being an actor? How do you prepare for like those roles and stuff?
To prepare for the role, I mean, what I've learned as I've grown as an actor is I try to take roles that I've actually, things I live in my mind. Like, I don't have to go in and try to imagine nothing. I just have to recall a memory or a situation or something like that to just bring that to the surface and play in that skin again.
Right.
So for me, I just kind of, first and foremost, I need to be able to connect to the role. And once I connect, then after that is just basically, the dialogue, getting the dialogue in and making it connect to yourself. So I can make it make sense to me. Once it makes sense, it just flows. So for me, I do the work for the character, and I'll do all my questions and figure out how this guy connects to me, and I'll put them together and see what we come up with.
So what advice would you give other actors and actresses trying to come into the same business as you?
The advice I would give young actors is get in class, train, work. If you want to be a doctor, hang out with doctors. If you want to be a teacher, hang out with teachers. If you want to be an actor, around you. So I would tell anybody that's trying to start first by getting watch movies, study the craft. Don't watch TV just to sit there and dumb out. Pay attention to the shots. Pay attention to what they're doing breathing wise. Pay attention to just pay attention to the stuff that most people who watch stuff don't pay attention to, because you're watching it for a different reason.
Right.
So I just say you got to commit every fiber in your body to doing what you're gonna do, and then do it.
So former NFL player, psychology degree major, actor, a mogul, that's for sure, that has made your own path, and an activist as well. So recently I was doing some research on you. I got to do my research on you, bro. I found out that you're an advocate for sickle cell.
Yeah, I like research.
Right. So let us know how you find yourself.
I'm the spokesperson for it. Yeah.
So how do you
my mother has sickle cell.
Okay.
Yeah, my mother, she passed away from sickle cell maybe 7 years ago now. I don't keep track of the years, but she passed away from sickle cell, and my mother would always tell me back when I was younger and growing up, her having that disease, she was very adamant about me not passing the disease on to my children by having babies with another woman who had the trait. I'm a trait carrier of sickle cell. So if I have a baby with a woman who has a trait, then my child has a 98, 99% chance of having sickle cell. So my mother would always tell me, if you can stop it, stop it. Meaning, open your mouth, communicate with these women that you're dating, and before you lay down with a woman and all that and procreate, you need to know exactly what's her situation is with sickle cell. So first dates, I'll be like, yo, so what's your sickle cell status? And they'd be like, most women would be like, I'm a trait carrier, but I was surprised at how many people didn't know what I was talking about.
Right.
And, even then I was like kind of shocked that people didn't know about it. But then as I got older and my mother passed, and, I'm kind of liking myself an expert on it now, just because all the research and stuff I've done, trying to make sure she had a decent life and stuff like that. So when she passed, it's maybe like 2 years ago, I was riding my bike and an epiphany came to me, because the whole time I always knew that was going to be my thing. You see celebrities and everybody has something that pulls on their heart. You know, I wasn't gonna just do some kind of arbitrary foundation that I really didn't give a care about. Like sickle cell is something that's near and dear to my spirit. So I promised my mother that I would do everything I could to stop it. So I'm just keeping the promise to her. I totally, in my crazy manic grandeur mind, believe that I can eradicate the disease in this lifetime, just because I think we can eradicate it just by learning about ourselves as Black people, meaning knowing our sickle cell status. I think it should be on some legislation. I was at the state capitol a couple months ago before this thing jumped off, and I had to go down there and talk to the powers that be, the white folks who make all the moves and stuff for us in this world. They got $500,000 allotted to sickle cell support in the state a year. They were trying to cut that in half to 250,000. That's nothing.
Right.
Yeah. So I went down. They called me. I went down and did my thing, and hopefully, we were able to keep that money in this, because that was just doing things like having a mobile van go around and test people for the traits, for the disease, and if you know your status, then you can stop it with you. You don't have babies with it, because I go to the camp. I went to the camp this summer and talked to a lot of parents who had children with the disease, and I was like, did y'all know y'all had the trait before y'all had the kids? And one brother was like, man, I knew it, my wife knew it, but we trusted in God, and I said, well, how'd that work out for you, man? At some point you got to use your common sense.
Right.
They told me 99%. That's like, yo, I couldn't willingly put my children in harm's way just because just because of something called I love. And like I said, I met a girl years ago. She was a beautiful girl, you know what I'm saying? Great, everything. First date, she was on the phone with her dad, and I asked her about the trait. She said, I got the trait. First and last day for us, peace.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how yeah, but that's how real you got to be about it,
Yeah.
So I think,
that's how a lot of people need to be.
That's my cause. That's one of the things. Absolutely. And I think, that's one of the things I'm doing as far as chasing my purpose, doing what I'm supposed to do with my purpose and what I'm really supposed to be here to do. 1,000 babies from getting sickle cell, then I think I've done something.
Right.
I didn't get it done, but I'm really trying to get rid of the whole disease, period.
Right.
Something that in Africa, it doesn't affect Black people.
Yeah.
Only here.
Right. I have some family members that deal with that as well. I did matter of fact, my senior benchmark was on sickle cell anemia, and I won it over my whole class. I was able to graduate with the honors of doing that. So yeah, if more people that you make aware of it, the more that we can kind of halt our children from coming up with, generational things that happen with us, genetics. Course, diabetes,
generational curses, absolutely, genetics,
right? But you're also a celebrity spokesman.
And diabetes is not, yeah.
You're also a celebrity spokesperson for the Sickle Cell Foundation of Georgia, Incorporated, correct? The Georgia Inc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how did you become involved with that particular organization? I just take it, just wanting to see better for the future of children and people to be more aware, correct?
Yeah, I just had my team reach out to Sickle Cell of Georgia and tell them I was interested in helping. How can I help? I played Muhammad Ali in a movie years ago, and that movie really changed my molecular structure as a man. It kind of took me from being so self-absorbed in what I'm doing and starting to look around and seeing how can I serve more and how can I do more with what I've been given. So I just basically went to a mode like, yo, our rent here is service to others. So I was like, well, how can I serve? How can I help make something better? Other than you go to the movies or you see something on TV that make you laugh or cry or something I've done. I'd rather be able to really affect change in a way that it goes down in history. I met this young kid named Kumar, and he's the child spokesperson for sickle cell, and I met him at the parade this year, and I still talk to him on text. He texted me the other day, man, picture of him and his brother fishing, and his mom actually left me a Facebook message, and I actually reached out to her. She called me and said, "Man, Karon, I don't know what you said to that boy, but he got up and went to school on Monday with a whole different vigor. Like he was having problem with bullies and stuff like that. You know, he's a kid with sickle cell, so of course, you know, people gonna laugh at him and judge him, and you know those type of things." And when I met him, he said, "I want to be a football player, Mr. Karon." And I immediately knew with sickle cell that's damn near impossible.
Yeah.
But I didn't let that thought even come out of me. But I looked at him. I said, "Man, you can do anything you want to do."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "I think the best thing you want to do if you want to play football, if you go have it with sickle cell, you need to be a kicker." And he said, "That's what I do." I said, "Well, I believe you can be the first player in the NFL with sickle cell, brother." And so then after that, he's changed course completely because I saw him at the state capitol as well. And he said, "Karon, I don't want to do football. I want to be an actor like you." And but he's a bright kid, and you know those are the type of things that you know I know we're here to do for others. And I, one of our biggest things on earth is to inspire each other. You know, I watch documentaries. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife inspires me, my kids inspire me. I'm riding my bike sometime. I see a bird flying through the air, and I find inspiration in that. I just always search it out. So I think us as humans, if we really just go out about trying to inspire to do something, if it's just get up and take a step to make yourself better, then we're doing our jobs, you know, instead of worried about all the other stuff that we worry about that makes no sense at the end of the day. I think that's what really is important.
Yes.
Yep.
So we do appreciate people like you, Karon, especially for taking a stance on trying to, you know, find cures for things that we battle with, especially as African American people. So what, if you could let us know how, you know, how we could support and, you know, support the organization for this great cause, you know, is there like a number or a website?
Well, yeah. The Sickle Cell Foundation of Georgia is, I think that's the website, actually, Sickle Cell Foundation of Georgia.
Okay.
You just look it up. If you just Google it, you'll get all the information. It's not a lot. It's only one here in Georgia. They have them all over the country, different locations. I think that's the next initiative for us next year. I told them, I said, we need to bridge the gap. We need to put us all together because we can put us all together. More as one. And I know a lot of guys. I've already reached out to a couple of my guys, like Ryan Clark. He's on ESPN now. We played together in Washington. He actually has the trait as well. Lorenz Tate, I found out, has the trait. So my next move for me with sickle cell is I am going to pull in my brothers and my sisters who have platforms like myself. Sure. And start putting them more out in the forefront because it just needs to be talked about a little bit more. And I've already reached out to Ryan. He's on board whenever everything's lifted. I told Sickle Cell I was gonna start reaching out to people trying to get some stuff done. I really want to just do something simple, like put billboards up on 85 where you just have my face on the billboards and just saying, "What's your sickle cell status?"
Right.
Simple things like that. Put a campaign together through social media that we could do. I told them it's a lot of things we could do creatively to just get the word out. So that's the things I've been thinking about for them to help them get done. Again, just keep doing what I'm supposed to do on my platform, so I have more ears and more people actually pay attention to saying.
Right. So what should we be expecting from Karon Riley as far as the actor goes?
Acting wise, for me, I've been writing my own stuff. I'm creating, man. I did my first pilot in January that I wrote and produced with my writing partner, Lim Collins. We starting to form our own production company that we're going to grow and start distributing our own stuff. And so what you can see from me acting wise is the next thing you will see coming out of quarantine is my pilot, which is The Fellas. And I know we're supposed to get back to work on a couple projects that got stalled. So hopefully we better get those moving. And at the end of the day, I'm creative, man. I'm not gonna sit around and wait on nobody to call me for nothing when I can do it myself. You know, I'm really gonna start working on doing my own thing, doing this the Sylvester Stallone way. You know what I'm saying? He wrote Rocky, and the rest is history.
Right. Well, we appreciate you, Karon, for being on the show, The Rough Cut. It was wonderful having you here with us. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule when you were jumping on the trampoline. You know, thanks to kids for letting, give us this little time. But also let us know where we can follow you on social media.
Right. It's all me, just Karon Joseph Riley on Instagram, Karon J Riley on Twitter, which I don't use. I don't even know how to do a tweet. Facebook, I get on there every blue moon, but you can find me on there. I had it connected to my Instagram for a while, but that got messed up, and then they asked me for all these emails and all this other stuff to get it back connected, and I just don't have the patience, so it ain't connected no more. So I don't know. But I'm on there, and yeah, then if you sit at home and you need, if you want to get your fix off, just put my name in pretty much any search profile, and I pop up on Amazon Prime. My wife and I got a series on there called The Lion's Crumbs that we put 2 episodes up so far. I got a bunch of other little independent stuff I did on Amazon Prime on there, Netflix, of course, and Brown Sugar has all the Saints and Sinners, and Ambitions is moved to Stars.
Okay.
Stars picked up Ambition, so that's gonna start airing season 1 on Stars. I don't know if it started already, but if we get enough people to start watching on Stars might come back and say, y'all want to do a second season, which that works. So yeah, that's pretty much where you can find me at. I ain't that hard to find no more. You can just Google me and find me.
Right. So make sure you Google him, look him up, go follow him, check out Ambitions, of course, on Stars, and let's push for African-American shows to come up and do all the wonderful things that we are destined to do. We thank you, viewers, for tuning in to Urban-ish TV on Indie Central TV on Roku. So be sure to follow us on Urban-ish on every social media platform, and we look forward to seeing you back for the next episode. Thank you, Karon.
You're welcome. Good job.